Hello and welcome to my channel. My name's Aggie and I love Gorlworld. And today I'm going to be having a look at one of Glitterandlazers' old videos. I've been doing a bit of foodie beauty recently, but I thought let's have a look and see what Anna's been up to. I know this is one from last year, and the reason I'm looking at it is because if you haven't already gathered from my channel, I am a bit of a fan of anything that's dark, spooky, medievally, folklory. So anything to do with Halloween, I thought, well, it's a Halloween haul, let's have a look. So let's check it out together.
This video is going to make half of y'all totally and completely hate me.
Probably.
And the other half are going to be overjoyed.
Doubtful.
And even though I don't love those odds, I'm still going to do this haul. Because Halloween is right around the corner. Yes, I know it's only August, but your girl likes to be prepared. So today, I'm hauling a goth.
I guess the real goths out there always love a performative goth, huh?
Brand. This is, I think, hold on, let me look at the name really quick. Midnight Hour. And I'm super excited to show you guys his looks. I feel like this is a type of fashion that's very undercovered in plus size hauls. And I think a lot of you love it. So let's open the box and see what we got.
Well, I don't know. I think there's quite a bit of plus size hauls going on in the goth community.
But it might just be the plastic. Oh God. I've never worn this brand, so this is either going to be really good or absolutely terrible. But either way, we're going to have a really fun time. Before we get into the haul, let's open all this up.
Oh God.
Now it's time to try it all on. I felt like
Buckle
I needed
up.
to put on a little black lipstick because what is a goth haul without a black lip? I will also say I could never wear this necklace like this before because my neck was too chunky. But now that I can, I'm kind of obsessed with it. It's giving like fancy dog vibes.
Right.
In my
Nobody cracks Anna up like Anna, you know?
mind, it sounded better. But then when I said it out loud, I realized I'm just a weirdo. But I'm a lovable weirdo. Let's get into the haul.
No, you're not.
Everyone's in
You're
for
not.
a haul, and you get all of the things except like one piece because it's sold out. That happened in this haul. There was a shirt that was supposed to go under this cute little pinafore. It did not come, so I'm just wearing this black bodysuit to make it work. Now, this is super cute. It's got grommet details on the front across the top and then up the straps.
That's the word,
yeah. And then it does zip all the way down the front. And the zipper is this cute little moon. And I love how it flares out. I love that it has pockets and a little bit of stretch.
Okay, pockets are good, but it looks like that material. You know, that quite thick material. So it's good because it's thick, but then it also like attracts every single hair within like a 10-mile radius. You could literally just be standing there and the hair will be drawn to you. And then you could try desperately to get it off and it's just not happening. So a bit nightmarish.
So let me show you guys what it looks like on. I just put that on and I felt like I was fighting a little bit of a war.
That looks a bit tight.
A little bit tighter around the waist than I expected it to be.
Hold your breath, Anna.
I don't absolutely love the way it's flaring out. I do feel like if I had this in another size, it would be okay. Let me just show you guys what I mean. It'll make a lot more sense.
Let's see it.
So I don't like the way that this is laying. I don't know what about it I don't like. Now that I have it on, it's not uncomfortable, but you should really unzip it and put it on because I just put it on over my head and I was like...
With something like that, it's sitting way too high. That's why it looks a bit weird the way that it's kind of sticking out because it's a thick material. And also it's completely pancaked your tits because it's too tight and because it's such a thick material. It is literally pancaked your tits out. So the dress looks fine, like as in the dress itself, but it's just too small. If you got a couple of sizes up, you'd be fine.
I felt like I was being sucked into a sausage casing.
That's usually what happens when it's too small.
I don't love it. I just don't think it's me. But a lot of the things in this haul aren't necessarily me, so that's not that weird.
But do you not love it because it doesn't fit, or do you not love it because it's not you? Do you know what I mean? It's like, would you feel more happy with it if it actually did fit? Because, yeah, I mean, it looks fine, just needs to be bigger.
I do think it's comfortable, and I like that they're creating options like this for plus girlies, because I feel like, you know, there has been some stuff from Torrid and Hot Topic over the years, but it's nice to see these more indie, like, goth brands or dark academia brands or whatever style you want to call this start to make more plus options. So good on them. And even though it's not my vibe, I'm sure it might be your vibe.
I do think that there's a reasonable amount of plus stuff out there at the moment.
Next up is the shirt that led to this haul.
Maybe not in the small brands, but in some of the bigger ones, I'm sure I've seen it.
And she's like, should I get it? And then sent it to me, and then I was like, yes, you should get it. And I'm also going to get it. And then I was like, you know what, I should just do a haul from this brand. And that's why we're here doing this now. So it is a really cool, like, French dark toile. It has bats and kind of dark theming in it, but it is toile style. And it has a neck bow, which I love, and a cute little Peter Pan collar. I think this is something that, like, any style could wear. It's very cool. The important thing about fashion is, like, you can't limit yourself
just put it
to
on
one store or one style. Really developing your own personal style is about trying a whole bunch of different stores and creating what's you. So even though
just put it on,
this style may not be the style I wear all the time, there are pieces from it that I fall in love with all the time. So this is a great example of that.
Just put it on.
I tried on with these denim that have some cool embroidery. These are the jeans, and I just really loved kind of this snake embroidery that's going down the side. I felt like that's just really cool. This is another piece I would totally wear, even though it's not exactly in my style. Let's talk about it. So first, the pants are too short. This is something I'm learning as...
Okay, if you were to look at that, would the pants being too short be the first observation you have? No? Me neither. The first thing that I would observe is they are too fucking small. It's not about being too short. Even if they were, unless these jeans went up to the smallest part of your body, which I'm assuming is probably around your waist, they still probably wouldn't fit. They don't fit. Neither does the shirt. End of.
Fits kind of around the chest, and I can obviously button it up, but this is not comfortable. I wouldn't wear this.
It doesn't, just because something closes doesn't mean it fits.
That said, if you're short, these jeans are still pretty sick. They're just not made for tall bodies. So if you have a shorter torso, they probably might work really well for you. Also, if you're an apple shape, they might work really well for you. They are not made for my body, and that's okay.
But look, she keeps on, again, pushing the point about it being short. Look where the bottom of those jeans hit. Those jeans hit just fine at the bottom. Anna, the issue is that you just carry a lot of weight on your bum and your hips and, you know, on your thighs. That's it. It's like sometimes people carry more kind of, you know, weight in their stomachs, or some girls are, you know, bum heavy and tit light, or vice versa. You know, but the fact that she's going on about, oh, they're just a bit too short, it's... you know, if she did actually buy them and they were meant to be high-waisted, if it specifically said in your description, high-waisted jeans, and these turned up, that'd be, you know, I could kind of understand it, but she's not mentioned that. These just, like, look like they're normal jeans. It's just they don't fit.
Because it's about wearing clothing you like, not allowing clothing to define how you feel about yourself.
Well,
I don't feel bad about this. I just feel like I wasted my time trying it on.
No, you feel bad about it because it doesn't fit.
I'm going to take this off. I hate it.
And the's nothing wrong. You just buy the size that fits.
Really thought it was going to be great. Really thought this was going to be the look. It's okay. Let's just try something else on. It's rib knit. That works for everybody. Every curve and swerve you have, rib knit's great for it. It has a cool, like, butterfly panel in the back. This has got...
Was she being sarcastic when she said about rib knit being great? Because rib knit shows every single lump and bump you have. If I'm thinking of the right fabric, it clings to you, and because all of the not piping, but you know what I mean, all of the grain, I guess, goes, you know, it goes like vertical, it literally just kind of shows everything. So I don't know if she's being sarcastic or not there.
Work. Y'all, I'm not lying. This thing really does smell awful. I would not buy this even if you like it, just because of how bad it smells, and I don't know how long it would take to get rid of this smell, or if you even could. Just having it close to my nose, like, makes me feel kind of sick to my stomach. It's bad.
Okay, now we're going into the realms of you being a bit of so-and-so. You know, you've tried on a bunch of clothes that you bought that were too small, and now all of a sudden you're like, oh, I wouldn't even buy this if, you know, if it fit or whatever. And because even if you buy clothes that do have a bit of a honk to them, you put it through the wash. It's probably some of the stuff that they've sprayed on it to stop it from creasing, or, you know, like some production places do. You put it through the wash and you're fine. But the fact she's like, oh, I don't even know if you'd be able to get this stank out, This is just somebody who's just bitter because she's been reminded again that she isn't the size that she thinks she is. If you'd bought all of these in either your true size or a couple of sizes up, because sometimes that's what you got to do. Sometimes, you know, to be safe, especially if you've got a body which is not like your standard up and down, like, you just buy something which is, you know, maybe a size or two up, so it'll fit, but you'll just have a bit more wiggle room. That's it. But instead she just makes these stupid decisions, and then it's the clothes' fault, not yours.
Okay, this feels a lot better. This feels a lot better. I like this detail. Obviously,
that's pretty.
That is super cool. And let me show you full length because there's a slit in it, but I actually really like how the slit looks with compression. So if you are someone that feels more comfortable in leggings, this is actually a cool dress to wear with leggings or compression. So this would look super cute if you were wearing leggings because you get that pop. Even if you're wearing like a different color, like a deep maroon.
You see what I said about it showing every lump and bump?
Like a spider webs or like some type of design that was woven in. It's a great way to like highlight that in a dress while still having quite a lot of coverage. So I think this is a great dress. It's very cute. It's very comfortable. And honestly, I'm glad I got to put this on after the last look because it's made me feel a lot better. As you can see, ribbed knit works for bodies better. It helps.
From what we can see of the parts of you that are not squashed into your compressions, it's showing all of your lumps and bumps. And for somebody who's a bit bigger, some people might not give a shit. Other people are going to care. And for the people that care, that's not for you. But she's talking as if kind of as if what we see beneath is her physique, if you know what I mean. It's like, no, she's got in essence full kind of length high-rise stomach to, you know, stomach to ankle Spanx, because that's what they do. It has to compress everything. So, you know, she is what she is there is basically sucked in, shrunk and flattened down because of the compression. So if you just had an average girly pop wearing just a pair of leggings, it's going to look a lot different. So, and, you know, but there we are.
The garment adjusts to whatever your body shape is.
It's because it's stretchy.
And so, of course, it's going to just, it's a great thing to put on after something doesn't work. Halfway through this, I've kind of realized this is probably not a brand I'm going to shop again. Not because it's a bad brand and because it won't work for everybody, but it's just not really cut for my body type.
That's fair.
Maybe a piece here and there if I really fall in love with it, but it's probably a brand I'm not going to check out again.
And the thing is, though, it's because she does have a very unique body type. It's one of those. And not every brand out there can design clothes that are going to fit on every single body, because we're all so different. This is why you have to know yourself and know yourself well enough to know what's going to work and what's not going to work. Don't buy stuff that is not your size, or know that potentially you might need a bit of, you know, extra fabric just in case, and to get shitty about it. You know, just buy the cuts and the styles that work. Be sensible with your sizing, you know, and you'll be fine. But there's no point in buying brands that and sizes and styles that you just know are not going to work, and then you shit on the brand.
Said, I am one person with one body type. And there are so many different bodies in the world. So if it doesn't work for my body, it actually might work for yours.
Okay,
just depends
touche.
on how you're shaped. So we're going to try on 2 more outfits from this brand. I will say they do have some really dope accessories, which we'll see in the last look. And that is something I definitely probably will shop from them in the future. So let's look at this like casual look I grabbed. So I just thought these bike shorts were kind of fun. Obviously, I'm going to layer them over my compression, but I love that they are long enough to wear alone if you aren't stuck in compression in the summer like me. They have a fun kind of bat print down the sides, something kind of cool. And then also the lace at the end,
That
I
is
thought was
cute.
really fun. They feel like they're also made of a breathable natural fabric, so they're just going to be better in the heat. Now, for a top, I kind of went with something that's very similar to the dress I just tried on, just because I wanted to have something that worked. It has another kind of back panel. This one's different. It's not butterflies. It's like a moon goddess and some things.
No, that's
I don't know
cute.
if that's a face, or actually I think it's a face with the moon.
Try it
like
on. Just put the clothes on.
Medusa head is what it looks like. And then other than that, it's just kind of like a black tee. I figured this was like a cool,
Put the clothes on,
casual
Anna.
look that maybe you could wear to like a concert or something in the summer.
Put the clothes on.
Let me just show you it on. I actually kind of like this fit, but I have noticed that they are definitely cut a lot shorter in length. So for a high-rise bike short, I would expect it to come up to my waist and add some additional support there. And it's just barely getting over my butt, which is fine. It works, but it's not what I would expect from this very specific type of garment from a bike short. The top.
Yeah, but you have a massive ass. And don't get me wrong, I am very well endowed in my ass as well. I am not part of the Itty Bitty Buns committee. But, no pun intended, you need to account for the fact that your ass is one of the places where you carry a lot of weight, because I think she's pretty much like pear-shaped. And so, again, you can't judge a bike short for not coming up high enough, when if you didn't have such a big butt, it probably would. You know? It's because you have such a huge ass. And so, it's not that kind of garment in the sense of then, if you want to wear that kind of garment and you want it to fit like that, you need to be like, well, okay, I've got a big ass, so if I want it to fit like that, I'm going to have to potentially go 1 or 2 sizes up, just so that I can get it to fit how I would like it to fit, and it can accommodate my, my body shape. But instead she's like, this is not what I would expect from this particular garment. Well, yeah, but it's you. You know what I mean? Oh God.
Top is very comfortable. I do feel like the neck is a little high. Let me show you guys the full thing. So as you can see, like, I'm really struggling to get it up to where I would want this to hit, which is right about here at my waist. It's sitting about 2 inches. Now I wear like a booty short for try-ons, and it's literally sitting about 1 inch below those.
Yeah,
so
but
it's just a little short for me. Again, great option for shorter girls, more petite.
But again, if you didn't have so much going on around that area, like circumference-wise, it would go up higher. It's that a lot of the material that I'm looking at, when you look at the sides of her thighs, how far the sides of her thighs go out. If you go from like her knee and you follow it up to her waist, I mean, that's a very big distance to go out in that kind of shape. If she didn't have that much going on, it would go straighter up and it would go further up and sit where she wanted it. But she's not accounting for her body type and where she carries her weight. And if she got those bike shorts 1 or 2 sizes up, she'd be fine. She'd have the extra material that would enable her to be able to get it to where she wants to be. But instead of that, it's like, no. Of course
girls,
not.
it's just tall girls. This probably isn't your brand. The top is comfortable. It's a little
and she's saying
around the waist.
Tall girls, this is not your brand.
More room for this. I don't hate it. I wouldn't wear it. And it's not the design or anything like that. It just doesn't quite fit me right. Can I get it on my body? Yes. Do I feel confident in it? No. And I think it's one of the things that I'm working on. Let me just show you the back while I talk about this.
See, look at how much she's packing back there on in the butt and also in the hips and the thighs. That is well above average for for a lot of big girls. I mean, proportionally wise, like, to where things have, gravitated to. And so she's got to account for that. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just how her body is. Whatever you're working with today, it's just what you're working with today. If you maybe want to add a bit to your body, you want to lose a bit to your body, go for it. But whatever you're dealing with today, if you want to buy something today, just buy something for the body you have right now. And have it be something that's realistic, so when you do go out, you feel nice. It's simple as that. Doesn't matter what size it is. It's like, just buy it. I've got big boobs, so I'm going to make sure I size up, because that looks like it'll be tight on my tits. I'm going to go out for a meal. I'm going to buy 2 sizes up, because that looks like it'll cling to my stomach. If I buy my normal size and I want a bit of looseness, it's just chill with it. But they walk themselves in circles and circles and circles, and then they blame this, blame that, blame the brands, like in this case. And it's like, well, no, just honest to God, you're just stressing yourself out for no reason. This is why they've all got so many bloody issues, like psychological warfare in their minds day to day, and it doesn't need to be. But anyway, this video is already long enough, so I hope you've enjoyed at least a small smidgen of my video if you've made it through this long. And I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll see you again. Bye!